I am resident of Collinwood for YouTube. Joel Sands, joined by my buddy Daniel Culver, Killenberg. We're here to discuss the Dragon Ball C or Dragon Ball Super characters as we pit them against the DC characters and the Marvel characters. This is going to be a shitload of fun. Um, I have one right away for you, Daniel, my friend. Mr. Satan to take on Batman. Who you got?
Oh, I'd say Batman. Now he might have. Now Mr. Satan might have. You know, might have a chance though because Batman is technically. I mean, he is human, but you know what I mean. He's skilled in martial arts. I know technically Mr. Satan is a martial artist too, but you know what I mean. Like I believe Batman's trained in all martial arts technically.
Yeah, I think that's the weird part about Batman. He's trained in everything. I think Mr. Satan is supposed to be, but uh, again, it would be interesting. I definitely think Mr. Satan's going to win in the trash talk department,
Yeah.
um, but not the fight. I think it would be interesting to see like him go against Batman for sure. Just the spectacle that would be fun. But yeah, I'm with you. I got Batman in that one too. Now, would you have like with Krillin and them? Are we like depending on who we put them against, like powers or not? Right? Like if Krillin goes against Batman, is he using his powers or?
That's actually a good question. I didn't really think about that.
That's something I was trying to think about when I before I before we recorded this. But I'm thinking here's the thing. I could see Krillin and them not fighting him with their powers because they're skilled martial artists too.
That's true.
So I'll tell you one though too. I got Master Roshi versus Batman. I'm gonna take Master Roshi on that one.
You know what? I would go with him too because he has that ability to become strong and everything.
Yeah, I'll tell you who I'd like to see him against is Master Roshi would be. It might be a draw. Would be Kingpin, and people might say, "Well, Kingpin doesn't have any power." Well, he sort of does in a weird way. He doesn't necessarily have any superpower, but sort of he has the same ability Mr. Roshi does. He can become really strong. He's very much a power puncher. His punches can kill people, which they actually have. I think that would be just an interesting fight, like for sure. Kingpin versus Master Roshi. What do you think?
Um, who's Kingpin again? Actually, I know that's probably not a good question to ask.
No, it is. He's from the Marvel universe. He's actually he's a bunch of people's arch nemesis. Spider Man's, Daredevil's. He's a businessman who's very like large, but he's got a lot of muscle mass behind him. Where when he punches you, he can kill you with a punch. It's not quite one punch, but he's very powerful. Like his fists do massive damage for sure. Like
Um,
there's
oh,
like sorry, but if there's a what was it? There was a fight between him and Spider Man, and if Spider Man, because Spider Man having spider powers could move real quick, he literally just was swung at Spider Man, and he hits this wall that's solid concrete, and he put a hole through the fucking concrete.
oh wow.
So I mean, he's powerful. He has no. He's human. He has no real power in that sense where he's not like a mutant or anything, but he's just really strong.
Okay, I actually did look him up on on image on well actually on Bing images, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think I have seen him actually.
yeah.
But yeah, maybe he would have a chance of winning. Yeah,
It would be interesting for sure.
I mean I'm going by what you said. Like honestly, on Bing, he looks just like a heavy dude.
Yeah, that's what's weird because when you look at him, it's like, oh, he just looks like a heavy dude, but he's got some man. His punches are brutal, for sure. Um, one of the most physical, dominating characters, really, as a villain. That's why he's so dangerous. It's like some people look at him and they underestimate. Oh, he's nothing. Well, he's not nothing. That's sort of where he gets a lot of people. People underestimate him because he's just a businessman. This isn't like Lex Luthor. This isn't somebody who would back down from a fight and cower away. No, he'd fight you. Lex, on the other hand, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't fist fight you. Um, Here's one for it because this one's going to be tough. You have Vegeta, full powers. Uh, I'll put him against Wolverine. Who you got, man?
I actually think Vegeta would win that one.
That would be rough because I'll say this: Wolverine has that antimantium, the healing powers. I will say if what's really interesting because we've seen the Saiyans, like bullets bounce off of them. I sort of wonder how they would react to Wolverine's antimantium. You know what I mean? Like, would it penetrate their skin at all?
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? I'm sort of with you on that. Like, I do think Vegeta would beat him in like a fight because now I do think that Wolverine's healing ability is going to come into play, and Wolverine's going to get in some shots for sure. But I'm just wondering because again, we've seen bullets bounce off them when they're, you know, with these. We've seen them not be affected by certain things. Now they have been now. Frieza's blast did penetrate Vegeta, but that was a blast. You know what I mean? That was like something aimed at him.
That's true.
So that's sort of the interesting aspect of that. Like, would Wolverine's antimantium claws penetrate their skin? That would be really interesting to see. I do think Vegeta would beat him as a tactician because Vegeta is a great strategist for sure. Because the one thing Wolverine's not going to do, he's not going to hide his claws. He's not going to like hide him in the fight. He's going to like let him out and like go at Vegeta and like with full force. Um, which I think that's where Vegeta would start planning. Like as soon as he saw those, like, oh, okay, you got those, okay, like, you got those sharp claws. um, here's one for you. Let's let's put Krillin against somebody really fun. Let's put him against Swamp Thing. Who do you got?
I'd say Krillin.
That would be interesting. I'm going to go the opposite way. I'll take Swamp Thing to take down Krillin, though I do think here's what's weird about Swamp Thing. There's been moments where he just does not fight somebody for whatever. Like he's like a really interesting like superhero because there was this moment in this movie I was watching where this guy was like gonna torch something, and he's like lecturing the dude, but he doesn't fight him. He doesn't take him down, and he could have because he goes, "Well, who am I to condemn you?" You know, like Swamp Thing has a high moral compass. I don't. He just might walk away from Krillin.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what's weird about him. Like, if he'd fight him, like if he'd like choose to fight, I would take Swamp Thing because his ability is amazing. And just as a now, he's not a martial arts guy. He's more of a brawler type, like with his skills, with his powers. But again, he has such powers with like the swamp and stuff and regeneration. He's very interesting character indeed. I'll take Swamp Thing if he chooses to fight because he's complex. He sometimes walks away and just says, "Oh fuck it." Um, uh, let's see. Oh, here's one. Let's put Nightwing against Tien. Who do you got?
Oh, that's actually horrible. But I'm gonna go with Tien.
Yeah, I think Tien. Like, here's the thing too. I'm with you. Robin, well, Dick Grayson has never beat Batman in a fight. So I don't think, and I think Tien is a lot more skilled fighter than what Batman is, in my view. Um, I think Tien would take him. I think it'd be an interesting style fight because I don't think Tien's going to use his powers, but I do think Tien is a skilled enough fighter without his powers to take down Robin for sure. Um, Let me see. Well, trying to think of another guy for because there's a bunch to go through. Let's start some supervillains in there. Why not? Um, Mr. Freeze with his freeze gun, and what the hell? We'll put him against Majin Buu or Boo. Sorry.
Oh, I would say Boo, but I would say like Mr. Freeze has a. I would say he has a good chance, because of his freeze ability.
Yeah, I think here's the thing with Boo too. Like he got like Vegeta blew himself up to destroy his ass. Now I know we're going off the Dragon Ball Super characters too, but still, here's a guy who survived literally a human combustion bomb, a character in Boo, and literally pieced himself back together. um, Mr. Freeze is really, here's the thing too. It's not just his, I think too, because it's not just his freeze gun. He's very strong. Um, Now, though, too, if this is in heat, he needs his free suit. I think where Boo would start attacking him is okay, if I take out his free suit, he's done for. And I was like, I'm gonna give the slight edge to Boo because I think Boo would realize real quick that hey, I gotta take out his suit, and without Frieza's suit, he'd be in trouble for sure. Would be
Yeah.
really that would be fun to see though.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Um, how how about let's see. We got Beer. We'll have Beerus. He's a powerful god. How about Beerus going up against Galactus? Who do you got?
Um. Which one's Galactus again?
He's a well he's they call him a god. He's he's a giant robotic god who devours planets for energy. He has a lot of power. He basically has the same power as Beerus, which is really it would be interesting. Now again, he needs planets to feed. That's sort of his weakness. Where if he doesn't have a planet to feed off of, he's in a bit of trouble. He has heralds at his disposal, basically as minions at his disposal. One of them is Silver Surfer, but Galactus will fight somebody and kill them. He's done that shit before, unfortunately. um,
Oh.
yeah.
I'm gonna say Beerus, but I'd say it's close. And actually, it's funny is now that I see a picture of him, I think he's been parodied a lot.
Yes. Yeah, Galactus has been parodied a good bit, actually. But I do think, like, what's interesting too is with the character, they didn't do the character any favors with Rise of the Silver Surfer. I think they should have did a better job on that, making the character look like Galactus, or actually, showing the character. But this would be interesting. I think if Beerus, because here's the thing, Beerus can be really, really both of them can be an asshole. Um, they both could be assholes, but I think Beerus would literally destroy planets just so Galactus didn't have any food.
Yeah, I
Um,
can see that.
like, I don't give a shit how many planets I got to wipe out so you don't eat. I don't care. Um, though he would be irresponsible, but we've seen Beerus do some irresponsible shit. Like send Frieza to destroy a Saiyan planet. I mean, what? But
Yeah.
like, like that's when he said that. I'm thinking, man, if Vegeta hears that, he's not going to be happy. Um, but
That's true.
yeah, I could see Beerus definitely doing that. Here's a fun one for you. Let's take Wonder Woman and pit her against Piccolo. Who do you got?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah, that's rough.
Honestly, I think Wonder Woman would win.
Yeah, I do too. I'm gonna take Wonder Woman because here's the thing too. She's rough. Both characters have no fear. I think the reason Wonder Woman though wins too is because she's so. Here's a woman who tried to go toe to toe with Doomsday and did not give a shit if she died. Um, and she's got powers too. I mean, she's rough. I'm definitely gonna go with Wonder Woman too. That's a fun matchup. Let's here's a fun one because I think here's a fun one. Let's take the Flash, who's super fast, uh, and let's put him against no, who am I thinking? Oh, let's put him against Cooler. Let's put him against Frieza's brother.
Oh, that's a good one. Who would you get?
See, here's the thing. Flash, his only real ability is speed. Like he doesn't, and the way he sort of like he can hit people, but his punches only do so much damage. I think if Cooler would be pissed off because he couldn't catch him,
Yeah, that's true.
but but like that's that would be the funny part of it. Like when you're watching this fight, Cooler would get so pissed off because he couldn't like catch up with him speed wise. He'd literally have to stand there and just wait for the Flash to make a mistake. Um, I think Cooler would win because eventually Cooler would just start using powers to the degree of destroying him. Cooler would win because he would get pissed off enough to do that, though.
Oh yeah, could see that. I'm gonna go with Cooler.
Yeah, I think. See, like Cooler, Cooler would get real pissed off with the Flash really fast. Because here's the thing: like when you see the Flash talk to the other Justice League members, they just look at him like, "No, that's no." Like, they get annoyed with him just by talking. So,
Oh yeah.
um, I mean, see.
Oh yeah, I got one for you. Beerus versus Thanos.
Oh shit, Beerus.
Yeah, I
Beerus.
would go Beerus too.
Simply, well, here's the thing too. Like Thanos, like he's strong. Don't get me wrong, but here, if you're gonna have Captain Marvel could hand Thanos his shit, no problem. Well, so could Beerus. Beerus in a straight up fight could beat Thanos's ass, powers and all. Um, it'd be interesting for sure. I mean, because Thanos is they both sort of similar to this. They're both strategists. Like Thanos, the way Thanos collected the Infinity Gauntlet, like he did it discreetly. Like the way he collected the Infinity Stones, he did it very discreetly. He had other people doing it for him, and when they failed, like he snuck in there and did it himself. So he's a very sly character, but other than that, and he's strong, I think Beerus would win because Beerus is just as sly as he is. Uh, I tell you one that would be really, really rough to watch, and that would be Doomsday versus Beerus would be really rough.
I could see that too.
I mean, just because here's the thing about Doomsday, like you can kill him, but he regenerates. Like when he dies, he comes back, and when you can't kill him the same way you killed him before. Which that's how Dark Side designed him, and it's like how sick is fucking Dark Side? Like that is one sick puppy for sure, and he's as strong as Superman. I mean, so that would be one. There we go. Dark. Let's put Doomsday against Beerus, and let's put Dark Side against Goku. Who do you got out of those two?
I'd say Beerus and Goku.
That would be interesting. I do think you're right with Goku. Here's the thing about Beerus and Doomsday. I think Beerus would just keep sending Doomsday away. Like he just Doomsday is like a weird killing. Is though he's not a machine, he's a killing machine, pure and simple. He knows one thing, like death. He wants to kill whatever's in front of him. I think Beerus could take him down, but I think Beerus would also get annoyed with him too because he'd keep coming back. I think eventually Beerus would just have to like find a way to totally disintegrate him, which would be interesting. Because if you disintegrate him, he ain't going back to life. I'm with you on Goku taking out Darkseid. That would be a fight, though. That would be really rough for Goku. Here's the thing, though. I think Vegeta would sort of interfere too. like, he, he wouldn't let Darkseid kill Goku. Because the thing about Darkseid is he would want to kill whoever he's fighting. Like, so Goku would actually. We've seen Goku take down Frieza, kill Frieza. He would have to completely murder Darkseid for sure, which would be interesting.
Oh yeah, that's true. I thought of one Wonder Woman versus Chi-Chi.
I think Chi-Chi would hire Wonder Woman to babysit Goku.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
I'm gonna take Wonder Woman, but I think here's the thing about Wonder Woman though too. Like her, like Diana, like Diana is such an interesting character because she would actually sit down and talk to you and talk to Chi-Chi. Like, so your husband has superpowers and he just leaves you here. Yeah, can you watch? Like they get along on that aspect, but like she'd probably get sick of babysitting Goku too.
Oh yeah, it's true. I would also say Wonder Woman. I know, like for those that don't know, it's Chi-Chi was a martial artist, and many people might have forgot this or might not know because you know how that is with Dragon Ball. Well, yeah. Chi-Chi's dad is, a giant.
Yeah. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He's really tall. Yeah, he is a giant. Damn. That's the thing too. Like she is a skilled martial artist. So it's Chi blames Goku for like the kids wanting to learn how to fight. Well, she knows how to fight too. So they sort of get it from both sides of the family.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So though she's like, "Oh, do your schoolwork. Do your schoolwork." Did you do your schoolwork, Mom?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, for those that don't know, and that seems like weirdly that people don't know. Yeah, in Super, she makes Goten study now too.
Yeah, she's on Goten. Yeah, she's on Goten's ass hard.
Now, I know you might be wondering. Yeah, that's true. Now you might be wondering my point. Now I keep seeing people saying like she doesn't make Goten study. It's like, did you guys not watch Super?
Well, you know what it is. I think they sort of get Gohan and Goten confused because though she made Gohan study, remember Gohan went off of Piccolo to train, and like when Piccolo would just completely ignore Chi Chi yelling at him, like he wouldn't give a shit.
That's true.
Like, like he just stood there and not get like he would like he could hear her, but he wouldn't get where Goku would just fly his ass away and she'd be yelling. Piccolo would just stand there like, no, I really don't give a shit what you say. You know,
Yeah.
you're not my wife. But with Gohan got away with it because of Piccolo. But with his with Goten, no, she wasn't letting none of that shit fly at all. She got on him. She's like, no, you are gonna study. I don't give a shit if the world's ending. Like she just, as long as that boy got his diploma, that's all Chi Chi gave a shit about.
Yeah, sure. I think she said that about both. Like I think she said that once about Gohan and Z, and then again with Goten and Super. Yeah.
Yeah, the go where Gohan sort of got like rode by his mother a bit, where she got mad when he went, when Piccolo trained him, but because the Saiyans were coming back to Earth, like, hey, there's a threat coming to Earth. It's called the Saiyans. We gotta train. So they stressed that with her, so he wasn't able to completely study. He had to train, and she got mad at that. Now with Goten, she was. I mean, if you tried to take Goten away, Chi Chi had that frying pan ready. She was gonna smack somebody with it.
That's true. You know what's interesting though is she did if you can if it's actually a filler episode, so it's technically not well, it's not canon. But in Dragon Ball Z, she did somehow get Piccolo to try to get a license. You know.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I almost forgot about that. Can you get a license? Like Lady Yakka fly
Yeah.
like license. Like the dude could fly. What's they need a license for? You want to drive?
You find it
Um,
weird though that Chi Chi can't fly?
no, I don't. And I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why. I think Chi Chi. I think Chi Chi would have learned to fly eventually. Like she would have learned an ability. Like I think she would have found a way to, because with Dragon Ball also gets into magic to a degree. I think Chi Chi would have found maybe a spell or an item that would have helped her fly. But I think getting married and becoming a mother, Chi Chi just stopped giving a shit about that stuff.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Like
Uh,
like you know what I mean. Like you saw Goten and Super, like how like she was just not having any like no, you're studying. I don't give a shit. You're studying, and I do. And again, because Gohan got away with it. Yeah, she made it. Don't get me wrong. She made Gohan study, but where Gohan got off to a degree is because the Earth was in more intimate danger and not going off to some tournament, across the galaxy.
that's true.
Good old Chi Chi. Good old Chi Chi. I love how the guy who voiced there's that clip you sent me of the guy who voiced Krillin. He said something about 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 the character being a bitch. I how
Yeah.
that's funny. Oh my god. Because I mean Chi Chi's just so direct too. I mean I think too Chi Chi's dad is such a warrior that she does have fighting spirit, but she doesn't want her sons to know the first thing you have to do is fight. No, the first thing you have to do is get an education because she doesn't want her kids to be uneducated. She sort of sees that with Goku. Like she sees that Goku's a great fighter, but Goku also doesn't know certain things, and that sort of like she doesn't want that to be her kids, which I understand.
Yeah, that's understandable. I agree.
It's an interesting dilemma for her, but poor Goten. That's all I'm gonna say. Poor Goten. Piccolo's not saving your ass like go on.
People are weird about that anyway. People say like GT turned Goten into a like how he is, but it's like no. If you watch the end of Dragon Ball Z, he was like that and already like that in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, he was already like that, so I don't know why they get.
Yeah, and
That's the
actually
thing.
that's okay.
Yeah, GT is following Z too. I mean,
Yeah, that's one thing that annoys me. Everyone says like GT doesn't connect with Z, but it's like but then they confuse the ending of Z with GT. And I've actually seen that happen too, where people would there was actually actual screenshots of the end of DBZ, and people swear that it's GT. It's like, no, that's the end of DBZ.
yeah. Here's one for you. Um, Juggernaut. No, holy shit. Um, Juggernaut going against Android 17. Who do you got?
Um, I'm not sure. You know, I'd say Android 17.
It would be rough. I'm gonna go with Juggernaut. Just he's a fucking holy shit. Pain in the ass. Fucking he's now that's Professor Xavier's half brother. Fucking he's what a foul mouth, just muscular bound freak of nature. I mean, Juggernaut's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But interesting character. I like how in Deadpool 2, Deadpool's like talking to him like, Juggernaut, I've always been a huge fan, and he's coming towards like he's coming towards Deadpool to like tear him in half and shit. Like, and the woman who's with Deadpool, she just turns away and starts walking away like, no, I'm not touching that. I'm not. That's one of the most hilarious things I've seen in a superhero movie. Because yeah, I would do the same fucking thing. No one's fighting Juggernaut. At least not anybody in their right mind. Now Android 17 would fight him, for sure, but Juggernaut's rough. That's here we go. Cyclops, which is very very interesting character from X-Men. Let's put him up against Cell for the hell of it. We're gonna have a bunch of weird matchups on this one. So who do you got?
I'd say so.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think though where Cyclops is gonna get some really interesting shots in him and hurt him pretty bad. But I do think Cell's gonna win out in the end to take his life. Now I'll tell you a really good matchup too. Let's pick Colossus, who is freaking made of full on antimantium metal and is fully muscular and rough. Let's put him against Frieza. Who do you got?
Oh, who was the other one?
Oh, Colossus. Colossus.
Oh,
Colossus versus Frieza. Who do you got?
oh, what's Colossus' powers? You remember?
He
Oh, yeah,
like
you probably do.
well, when you look him up, he's made of full antimantium, and he's very very strong. Like he can literally rip you in half, and
Oh, wow.
he can take a like he takes pain to him is nothing. Now you can kill him, but it takes, because his body's made of antimantium. Um, he forms antimantium around his body. It takes a lot to do it. So
Oh, I'm gonna go with Colossus.
oh yeah, I am too. I mean, holy shit, he kicks ass, dude. Like I'm gonna send you some pictures. Like I should have sent you some pictures of some of these people, but I didn't think about it until after we started talking.
Oh, it's fine.
It's like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, like it's crazy, like the way some of these characters are just designed. But oh, here's a fun and interesting one. Um, let's take Martian Manhunter, who is a And let's put him against the Spice Boys from Garlic Jr. All of them.
Oh, who is the Superman again? I mean, the superhero again.
Oh, sorry, Martian Manhunter.
Oh, I'm. Oh man, that's actually a good one. I would, I want to say Martian Man, but I'm not too sure to be honest.
See, like that's the thing. Like, I'm sort of wondering, like, because he could fool him, like, because he could be anybody. Like he could either A, be invisible, B, turn himself into somebody else and fool him, or he could just fight him, and which he would do. He's a bit of a strategist too. Like he's tough. I think he would beat all of them, but I also think too, like he would try to deceive him first too. He's very Martian. There's a lot of like superheroes that are just flat out weird fighters, and he's one of those. Like he doesn't always deal with direct conflict unless he absolutely has to. Um, and that's sort of what's always been weird about him. Like don't get me wrong, he'll deal with conflict if again though too if he has to. I think the Spice Boys would definitely force him to deal with it. But so yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to take Martian Manhunter to take down the Spice Boys. Sorry about that, but yeah, definitely Martian Manhunter. Um, oh, here we
Right.
go. The here's one for you. The Ginyu Force um versus the Incredible Hulk. Who do you got?
Oh, that's actually a tough one. Um, I would say the Ginyu Force, but only because there's more of them.
I'm sort of one. Now, here's the thing. I think he gets most of them, but I think Captain Ginyu would find a way to teleport into Hulk's body.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Like, I think that's where, like, as soon as Ginyu, like, sees that Hulk is, like, destroying his team and what Hulk does, he's going, oh, shit. Like, he, he's realizing, yeah, this dude is always pissed off. Like fuck this, and he would teleport to. So I think that's where Ginyu would get the best of him. Um, so I think again, Ginyu wouldn't necessarily kill Hulk. Ginyu would become Hulk.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Did you ever play the game Budokai?
Yeah,
Oh man, sometimes if you were beating Ginyu, he would switch bodies with you.
yeah, I remember. And you'd have to watch too.
Yeah,
Like you'd have to like not beat your own ass.
yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, one time I almost won one of the tournaments, and then he did the buy switch, and I actually ended up losing.
Yeah, it's like oh no. Oh my god. Which is just like, and you can't do anything about it either. Like, you can't like block it or nothing. Like, you just gotta like deal with it.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is funny. Oh my god! I'll tell you what was funny too, though. Like, with that game when the computer first did it on me, I'm like, oh shit! Like, I forgot he had the power to do it until he did it. I was like, oh, that's right. Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's actually, I don't know if you actually know, but you can actually, for Frieza, there's a way to unlock, like, if you have Frieza, you can get that, you can get like a skill that's like a spaceship, which if you get defeated, it actually turns him into Mecha Frieza, but the skill is like hard to get. Like, it's like one you have to get randomly.
Mm. It's really, yeah, that's holy shit. That's cool. I don't think
With
I ever unlocked that.
But yeah, it's actually kind of interesting because yeah, like basically how you unlock the metal version of Frieza is, I kid you not, you have to lose basically. So basically, if you have Frieza on your file and you have that, basically you might have to refight him again.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, yeah, it restores his entire health.
Holy shit. Oh man, that's an interesting one. Uh, let's uh let's put w- uh Wheeze or Wise, Whis, whatever his name is. Let's put him let's put him up against Mysterio. Who do you got?
Um, I'll go with Weiss.
Yeah, I think both now. Mysterio can deceive reality, which is weird. Um, I always found the character very strange. Again, the character is very rough, but I think because Weege is just so powerful and can literally freeze time if he wants to. Um, that's going to give him the edge over a lot of people. I mean, that's really interesting, for sure. Here's a good little fight between who would you take against Doctor Doom, um, versus oh shit, who am I thinking of? Oh, versus Tien. Who do you got?
I would actually say Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. He's a hell of a fucking battle. He'd take down Tien for sure. Now Tien would get some good shots in, but yeah, I'm with you. Doctor Doom is gonna go. Let's see. Let's see. Just because we had let's put Cell and let's put him against Wolverine. Who do you got?
I'd say so.
That would be interesting because I think with I'm gonna go with Wolverine. I think he just keeps cutting Cell up enough. Like he just I think that with Cell it would the antimantium would affect him to a degree. Now I will say that I sort of wonder if Cell would try to absorb Wolverine at all. I don't know. That would be interesting to see if he did.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
like, hey, absorb this guy who's made out of pure antimantium metal inside his body. What now? Like, if you explained like half these mutants' powers to like some of the Dragon Ball Z characters, some of them might give you a sideways look, like, really, really, like, yeah, really.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah. I thought about one too, but I forgot his name. Raven's dad. Oh
oh
fuck.
shit.
I forgot who I was gonna say. Actually.
Trigon, yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, Trigon. Yeah. I forgot who I was gonna say. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with Trigon versus Jiren.
Oh shit.
That might have been who I was gonna say, but yeah, that would be a good challenge.
Trigon is such a fucking asshole too. Oh man, I'll say this. I'm gonna go with Trigon because Trigon is. You see, here's the thing. Like I discussed with some of these heroes, some of them just they have to be. Some of them have to be in the mood to fight. With Trigon, it's not that he doesn't fight. It's just if he's not interested in it, like he doesn't participate. Like, and here's the thing: he's so powerful, he can literally take a lot of people or take almost anybody because he's so powerful. But he's also fucking lazy as fuck. Um, I mean that in the most endearing way. Um, I would take if he chooses to fight Jiren, if I'm gonna take Trigon, but it would be rough. Or to defeat Jiren, but it would be rough. He would know he was in a fight.
Oh yeah. I would go with I would say Jiren for for the reasons you explained.
Yeah, it's weird because, like I said, some of these characters with Marvel and DC, they don't necessarily deal with direct conflict all the time. Like like with the Z, like for example, I know we're discussing Super, but let's talk about the Z fighters for a moment too with Super. Like The Dragon Ball Z fighters, a lot of them will fight to fight. Like, Frieza, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan. If Goten can get away from his mother for 10 seconds, uh, they'll fight just to fight. But a lot of the Marvel DC characters, it's not that they're afraid to fight, but a lot of them just don't always see the need to do it, or just don't want to do it, because it's like, that's a bit hip to them. They have like a weird moral, some of them have a weird compass of not necessarily morality, but just principle of, you know what, some of them will just be like Trigon, like he'll be like, no, I'm just not in the mood. Like, and it's like, wait, you're what? Like, you're not in the mood? Like, really? So you're not in the mood to take over the world today? No, I'm not in the mood. No. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, and that's a weird. That's just how the character is. Like, some days he's ready to take over the world, ready to rain hell, and then it's like, no, there'll be a day like, no, I'm not ready to do that today. I'm not in the mood. Like, what do you mean you're not in the mood?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? But yeah, he's weird. Like, I think if he's in the mood to fight, if he would do it. Well, here's one. Raven would fight to fight. Now his daughter would. Um, so let's take Raven and oh my holy shit, this is gonna be funny. Let's take Raven and put her against Kami. Who do you got?
Against who?
Kami.
Oh, Kami. I would say Raven.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Now, that's where it's kind of complicated though, because Kami, I don't know if you know, is actually Japanese for God, but honestly, he doesn't seem that powerful.
He doesn't. I think with Kami, if Kami wanted to fight, he would. Like, if we're talking prime Kami, it's going to be a better fight. But I do think Raven's going to win either way. She's not. It's not about her. It's not necessarily about her fist. It's about her powers. She
Oh
has
yeah.
a lot of power. Which is interesting.
Yeah. The Teen Titans, the old Teen Titans show, I think Raven's cooler on that show than she is on Teen Titans Go.
Yeah. Yeah, we're basing it off the old Teen Titans show, not Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, I still can't believe that show even exists. I think it's still on too.
Yeah, it's more for comedy than anything else. It's like, why?
I
Bring
do
back.
know that's why I didn't say the original, because I do know it was a comic book originally too.
Yeah, it's like, bring back the old Teen Titans. I don't know if they ever will, but it's weird because all the voice actors from Teen Titans are on Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I agree. Now, I think the original show got canceled, but the thing about it is it got canceled on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, yeah. I think didn't the writer's strike affect that?
Oh, that might have been what happened. Because for those that don't know, there was a writer's strike around that time too.
Yeah, the good old writers.
I know if someone tried to blame Dragon Ball Evolution on that, but I'll tell you right now, Dragon Ball Evolution, it was just a result of basically the people who made it didn't have any passion for it.
Yeah. No, I think the writer strike effect, like, they need to bring back Teen Titans, like the original one.
I
They
agree.
got all the voice actors on Teen Titans Go. I don't see what the issue is. So I mean, I get poking fun at superheroes is funny. I've seen Teen Titans Go. I've laughed at some of the material. But I do want to see the original Teen Titans.
Oh yeah. You know what they could do is they could actually give the Samurai Jack treatment. For those that don't know, they made a season to wrap up for Samurai Jack, but they put on Adult Swim and it actually has blood in it and everything.
They could do that. They could. I mean, here's the thing: Cartoon Network and Adult Swim are on the same thing, so why not?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was actually surprised, when they announced Samurai Jack was coming to Adult Swim, and then they said like, yeah, it's gonna be a new season. They even showed like this picture where he was covered in blood, and people were like, that might be actual blood since it's on Adult Swim, and yeah, it turns out it is.
Yeah. When they said Samurai Jack was coming to Adult Swim, I said, "Well, this ain't for your kids anymore."
That's true. Now, what I like though is not only like it's not just like just another Samurai Jack. They actually wrapped up the old series because I think that's the same thing. It got canceled before they could finish it.
I think too because Adult Swim was having success with a show called Samurai Shampoo or something too, and bringing in Samurai Jack made sense. You know what I mean? Like if you're having success with one samurai show, and they're talking about when they were talking about bringing Samurai Jack back, Adult Swim going and hey, we'll do it. you know,
Yeah.
like like why not? Um, I know Aqua Tween is still on there. I watched that. That's hilarious as shit. But that's a whole nother show. So I enjoy anime comedy for what it is. Um, just the weirdest shit those characters do on there is just crazy. Um, but let's see. Let's try to think. Oh, here's one for you because this one would be interesting too. Uh, let's put Apocalypse from the X-Men, crazy bastard, uh, and let's put him against Vegeta. Who do you got?
I assume Apocalypse is like very powerful because of his name.
Yes. He's very. I'll put it this way: he's pretty much immortal, and he has all sorts of powers. I mean, he can grow really big. He has a mass. His punch is just massive, and he's just very powerful all around. Yeah, he's very very strong.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go with Apocalypse.
Yeah, I will too. I do think Vegeta's tactics would stall him, but not for too long. We're gonna give the edge to the villain. um, now I know they had Professor X. He can also read minds too. That's what's weird. He has some weird abilities. Here's one for you. Here's a good fun one. Let's take Krillin and let's let's put Krillin against Aquaman. Why the fuck not?
Oh, I would say Krillin.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm with you. Like I like Aquaman and all, and he's got some power, but man, over the years, everybody made Aquaman a joke.
Oh, that's true. But
Like
yeah, I was just oh yeah,
like everybody. Good. So
I was actually just about to say that too. Like everyone made a joke about how he was basically useless, but now he's actually badass now.
well, you have an actor who can be badass playing him too.
That's true.
Um, that's what that is. But yeah, we'll give Krillin the slight edge against Aquaman because we're not gonna have it take place in the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh, Yamcha versus the Green Lantern, and to save time, I would say you could probably pick whichever one you want, but I'm probably most familiar with the one from the Justice League cartoon.
yeah, yeah. Um, I am too. I'm not familiar. I've seen the Green Lantern movie, the live action one. But I'm with you. I'm more familiar with the one with the Justice League cartoon. I will go with Green Lantern on this one. I mean, Green Lantern's a badass. So
Oh, yeah, I go with the Green Lantern as well, and he would have an advantage. He has that power with his ring.
yeah, and that's the thing too. The ring chooses the Green Lantern, so which is
Oh,
interesting. I've always found that unique about the character. Um, let's let's give everybody what they've been waiting for. Let's put Superman against Goku. Who do you got?
I would say Superman, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I want to. I want you to know. I want to say Superman. I really do. But I, years and years ago, me and my brother had a debate when he was alive. You know, Superman would kick Goku's ass. I was like, have you not learned anything from the show we watch? He's like, no. He's like, no. What is it? I said, okay. I said, so Superman and Goku are going to fight, right? He's like, yeah. I said, think about that for a second. Superman and Goku are going to fight. What's Superman's weakness? He goes, kryptonite. Goku don't carry kryptonite around. No, Goku would be too proud to carry kryptonite around. Goku would not stoop to that level. But you know what? What asshole would? Vegeta. I
Oh,
said
yeah.
Vegeta would have the kryptonite behind his back because he's damn sure not going to let anybody beat Goku but him. And I said, tell me he wouldn't do it. I told him, I said, go ahead and tell me he wouldn't do that. He said, no, he fucking would. Like,
Yeah, I
okay.
could see that too.
Like, now, I will say this to Goku's credit, Goku would realize something was wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like, Goku, like, no, you're not doing it. But I'm with you. I think Superman would win. I just think the image of that would be funny as shit. Vegeta having kryptonite behind his back.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Like, because he's that big of an asshole. He would do.
Oh yeah. Now I know people could also bring up Goku as a spirit bomb, but I don't think the spirit bomb would hurt Superman because he's good, you know?
That's the thing. Like, the reason Doomsday kills Superman, Doomsday's made of kryptonite.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Like, that's people forget, like, oh, Doomsday killed Superman and Superman killed. Yeah, Doomsday's made of kryptonite. That's why Doomsday's able to kill Superman. And Doomsday's tough. He's a killing machine, like I said, but that's what's weird. Like, he's a killing machine. He's made of kryptonite. That's why he kills Superman. But Goku would not use kryptonite. Like, you know what I mean? Goku would fight him straight up. I give Goku that for sure. Vegeta, yeah, not so much. Bro, like a scale of 1 to 10, how psychotic was Vegeta, you think?
Um, I would say 8.
Yes. Yeah. He I mean, he's a brilliant tactician. We're not taking anything away from him when we call him psychotic. Like, he's a thinking man's psychotic. Um, he makes he's very very meticulous of how he would kill people. Um, good old Vegeta, the good old bad Vegeta. God. Oh shit. What a character. Let's see. Oh, here's one for you. Professor Charles Xavier, and let's put him against Bobbity.
Um, I would say Professor Charles Xavier.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Xavier would take him down. Uh, let's oh, here's one. Let's put Jiren, and let's have Jiren go one-on-one with Captain America. Who do you got?
I would say I'd say Jiren, but Captain America has a pretty good chance of winning too.
I do think America has a chance to win. Here's the thing: Captain America can be killed. So can Jiren, but you have to do it a lot. I think Captain America's not going to go down without a fight. Jiren's going to know he's been in one, but I do think Jiren's going to get the better of him. I
I
think
could definitely see that.
just like as a pure fight, like as a fighter and a skilled fight. Because here's the thing: Captain America has, though he has the serum and he has power, and so does Jiren. Jiren is actually a trained fighter. Captain America isn't a trained fighter. Like, he knows how to throw a punch, but he's not a trained fighter. You know? He's not a martial arts expert. Um, Now, if he were to become one, then we can have a different conversation. So I'm going to go with Jiren on that one. Jiren is going to take down Captain America. My apologies to the Captain America fans. And to myself, I'm a Captain America fan too. God damn it. Uh, here's one. The all Android 16 7 the three androids versus Iron Man. Who do you got?
I'd say Iron Man.
Yeah. That he's gonna blast them hard. Tony Stark. But could you see Tony Stark and Vegeta at a party?
I could, but it would be probably pretty awkward.
That would be hilarious. That conversation. Oh my god, that would be funny. Okay. Let's see. Here's one for you. Let's see. I'm trying to think. There's a couple more. Uh, I'm trying to think of the one super villain Rhino from Spider-Man, who's really an interesting villain, and to take on the entire entire Ginyu Force. Who do you got?
I'd say the Ginyu Force.
Yeah, I think Captain Ginyu is going to edge out some characters in Marvel. Now, I will say, though, the one character that would be really, really interesting too, a really interesting battle would be Dr. Octavius, Dr. Ock, and put him against put him against Cell. That would be an interesting one.
I agree.
I'm gonna go with Cell, but
I'd go Cell too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cell's pretty powerful, you know.
Yes, too. Oh shit. There's one for you. Let's take Doomsday and let's put them against Cell and watch them beat the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, I got one. I know this might sound. I think I know the answer, but I'll ask anyway. Baby Superman versus Pan, because remember she's a baby again in Super.
Oh shit. I would go baby Superman. I'll say this. Pan's got spunk. Pan's got some spunk.
Yeah, I'd say Superman as well.
Good old Pan. Okay. That's the thing, like they should have did something with that character. They really should have. That character has the world potential. And I swear to God, if they don't do something with that character, I'm gonna like pull my hair. Well, I cut my hair, but if it grows back, I'll pull it out.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the episode where they were babysitting Pan and they were like looking for her and she was like all over the world? And like yeah. And supposedly she was just asleep, but it turns out she was in fact gone with the PLF gang.
Yeah, it's like Pan's gone. Pan, it's oh shit.
Yeah, but that's funny though. Yeah, it just turns out she was like supposedly she was just sleeping and they thought they didn't look there, but yeah, she actually was in fact gone.
She's just gone. Oh shit. That's the thing. Pan gets into some mischievous adventures, and that's the thing. Like you like a character who can just get into a random adventure, and it makes the character that more appealing.
That's true.
So definitely Pan's interesting for sure. Oh, here's one. Here's one for you. We'll put a. Oh god, who's the villain I'm thinking of? Oh, let's put Joker And let's put Joker against Krillin. Who do you got?
Oh, that's actually a tough one. I'd say Krillin if he can use his powers, but if it's like a fair fight, Joker might win because he has like all those tricks.
Joker is very violent. I think Krillin would pick up right away that Joker's an ass. Is like a mean asshole. I think Krillin with his powers is going to take him down for sure. Um, but yeah, I'm going to go with Krillin on that one too. It's time to kill Joker for good. And here's the thing too: the Dragon Ball Z characters aren't afraid to kill an evil. They're not Batman. They're not afraid to kill. So that's the good thing about some of these fights. Like, yeah, Krillin would take down Joker for sure. Um, there's an interesting one. Let's put Bane with his freakish toxic strength. And fucking let's let's put him against who am I thinking of? Let's put him against Boo. Just
Um, I would say Boo.
I want to see Boo turn Bane into chocolate. That's all I want to see.
Yeah.
And he eats fucking. That would be hilarious. Oh my god! Is there any matchups you have, good sir?
Um,
Anymore?
um, what about Beast Boy Beast versus Tien?
Oh shit! See, Tien would take the fight seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Beast Boy can take a fight seriously, but he plays around a lot in fights.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I'd say Tien, but of course, the thing about it is some of these characters, like Dragon Ball, they have ki or chi. A lot of people know that's actually the same thing. It's just different languages.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they have a disadvantage, and I know before someone points out, chi does exist, but it doesn't exist like it does in Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, here's one for us. Let's put Gohan and let's have him go against Wonder Woman. Who do you got?
Oh, that's actually complicated to be honest because I want to say Gohan, but then again, I'm not sure. Gohan seems like the type that might not want to hit a woman.
He wouldn't either. Now Wonder Woman, she'd hit a man.
That's true.
Master Roshi would be too busy trying to flirt with Wonder Woman. He really would. Um, let's see. Oh, here we go. How about Trunks? Let's put Trunks uh, against Magneto. Who do you got?
Um, I would say Magneto.
Yeah, that would be interesting too because Magneto controls all the magnets. I do think that I'm gonna go with Trunks a bit because I think Trunks would realize what Magneto would do.
I can see that.
That like Magneto can control like like all the like magnetized stuff and the electric stuff. I do think eventually Trunks would win out, but I think if Magneto gets it early, yeah, Magneto would win. Um, Again, it would be a really interesting fight. I have no more pairings, good sir.
Oh, I got one. Videl versus the Invisible Woman.
I'm gonna go the Invisible Woman, but Vidal would be rough. She'd be rough.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I'd go with her as well.
Yeah. Oh shit. Now here's Chi. If Chi Chi would just sit down and start cutting a promo on some of these superheroes, like some of the female superheroes, they might be like, "Damn, I feel sorry for Goku."
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Like, you could poor Goten. Like when people say, "Look, I mean this with all due sincerity." When they had Goku Black come in, I I looked at Go. I wanted to look at Goku. Look. I understand you're upset about losing your son, but Chi Chi really, really, you're upset about losing Chi Chi? Like I wouldn't. I wouldn't be.
You know, it's actually funny. People say that too. Like people like I think they're joking, but they say like he wanted to stay dead to get away from his abusive wife.
Seriously, he wanted to stay dead so he could train in the afterlife.
That's true.
He wanted to stay. Oh shit! Look at it this way. Look, if if Goten like gets killed off, but hey, look, he doesn't have to do homework.
Oh, that's true.
His mother's not gonna now. Chi Chi in the afterlife, she'd probably, where's my son? He needs to do his homework. That would be Chi Chi.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Like she would not. This is how like harassing that woman could really be too. Like she was. People don't understand how pissed she was that she had to let Gohan skate a bit. She was pissed, but she got her revenge with Goten.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You know what's kind of messed up? We may have talked about this when we talk about Dragon Ball Z, but it's actually canon that Goku didn't even know Goten existed until he met him.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Goku was dead for.
Well, well, see, that's the thing though. That means for 7 years he didn't even bother to check on his family.
Like, yeah, it's like this is why Chi Chi gets pissed. Like, like Goku just goes away, or then he's been dead a couple times. It's like, it's like, yeah, Goku, you have another kid.
Yeah.
Like there's a line too. Like Vegeta says, "Don't you kiss your wife? What's kissing?"
Yeah.
He and Vegeta's like, "Are you serious?
Yeah.
You don't kiss your wife?" No, what's that?
Yeah.
Like that's one of the best written lines in Dragon Ball history because Vegeta is like, "Yeah, I kissed my wife. Like you know, when we're making love, you kiss your what's kissing? No, what's that?" Oh my god! But is there anything you want to add before we go?
Oh, not that I can think of.
First of all, before we do go, Happy New Year to you, my friend,
Yeah, thanks. Happy New Year to you too.
and to everybody who listened to our fun insanity. Have a happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2024. Obviously, God
Yeah.
bless, and take care, my friend.
Yep, you too.
Bye bye.